to respect in this man, a lot. It's a man who has come into a whole new relationship with Christ over the last few months. This is a man who is going to change and alter his life because he loves you. I know enough about him to know that. Max, this is a woman who I've known for years, decades actually, a long time. You have an unbelievable gift here, brother. You know this. You know this. Love this. Love this. Right now, she looks beautiful and everything is perfect, but we all know in the midst of marriage, man, ugly times are going to come. Lay down your life for her.
I, Korrin, take you, Max, to be my husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, as long as we both shall live.
This is my solemn vow.
This is my solemn vow.
I, Max, take you, Korrin, to be my wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, and to love and to cherish, as long as we both shall live.
This is my solemn vow.
This is my solemn vow.
By the power vested in me by the state of Ohio, the state of Michigan, and most importantly, by the power of God, I pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss the bride.
Korrin, even though you're my little sister, I've always looked up to you. You're the most caring, insightful, giving, hardworking, determined, hilarious, what up, Cynthia, loving woman, and truly the most angelic bride. Your ability to listen, give thoughtful advice without judgment, and show constant support of those people you love are just a few things that I admire most about you.
Korrin, So one of my favorite quotes that you've probably heard me say before is life isn't about the number of breaths you take. It's about the moments in your life that take your breath away. And you have given us so many moments that take our breath away. And that's why so many friends and family are here tonight. Someone gave us some very wise advice when you guys were born, that we should pray for your future spouses. There's 3 things we prayed for. One is that you would be equally yoked, that you'd find someone who shared your faith. Second thing we prayed is that you'd find someone who would make you the best version of yourself. And the third thing is we prayed, very importantly, that we'd find somebody thick-skinned enough to make it in our family. And Max, you are the answer to that prayer. I love you forever. I like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby will be. And you were probably 4 years old, and I'd forgotten about this until I was thinking about what I want to say to you tonight. And you looked up to me when I was reading that very last section. And said, "Daddy, I don't want our book to be over." And I said, "That's all right, we can read that tomorrow night." She said, "No, I don't want our book to be over." And it made me think tonight, Korrin, we're many chapters into our book, but tonight you are starting a new book, your own book, that you're going to be able to say the same thing to Max or to your kids one day. And I've been so fortunate to see you grow into this amazing woman that wows us all.
I do remember the first time I ever heard about Max, and even though it was over the phone, I could hear the way that she was glowing about him and smiling through the phone. And she was lighting up from the inside out, talking about him. I genuinely could not have designed a better human being to bring out the best in her and love her better than you do, Max. Max, I'm inspired by the way that you love my sister, the way that you look at her, laugh at her or with her, support her, pump her up, and bring out the best in her. Max, thank you for being an even better man, partner, and brother-in-law I ever could have prayed for. Thank you for putting a smile on her face for the rest of her life. Thank you for giving her a reason to smile even in the hardest times. Korrin and Max, those 2 names together have always sounded so complete and honest, like one wouldn't sound the same without the other. And when you see them together, we all know one thing. They are undoubtedly and admiringly in love. Korrin, I am so blessed, honored, and humbled to have stood next to you on your most incredible day to date. And Max, I couldn't be more excited to officially welcome you into this crazy family of ours. Thank you to everyone in this room for making this such a special evening.
Max is the person I've looked to most in my life. He's cool, he's likable, and there's nothing he can't do. I've never met anyone that's met my brother and didn't like him. Any of his friends here tonight will tell you that Max is a good friend. Our childhood wasn't without tension. We'd fight, of course, as siblings do. Max was a good big brother, though. Max, thank you for always showing me love, even when I've made that difficult. Max has improved himself so much over the years, and since he's met Korrin, she's made him even better. I'm so glad that you came around, Korrin, because you helped my brother be more kind and considerate. You're always encouraging him to put himself in someone else's shoes and be more sensitive to everyone's feelings. It's commendable work, and I thank you for it. It's not hard to see when my brother fell in love with Korrin. She's smart, sweet, gracious, and frankly, whenever you're around, it feels like home.
ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. and Mrs. Max Esposito.